journey of Vyakti Parivar Chit Chat, deepening our understanding through sweet conversation. So I'd like to invite our dear angel brother, Brother Eric. Welcome.
Shanti to each and everyone, and loving greetings. Extra loving greetings, actually. Just seeing the word beloved changed the whole feeling of the evening. So, loving greetings, dearest Mohini Didi. It's always a pleasure to be in your company on Saturday night, and always fascinating to explore certain thoughts. So I'm very curious to hear from you, and I had other questions, but I thought maybe this topic of the beloved would be very, very interesting to have a chit chat about. So tomorrow we can be a little bit more, even more accurate in our experience. So good evening, Mohini Didi. Nice to see you. I know you're happy and you're feeling you have a lot of homework. So it's good. I was thinking, I have many thoughts I'd like to hear from you about this beloved relationship. But I was wondering, how was it for you when you came to Baba very young? And this idea that God could be your beloved, how did it work for you? Was it natural, easy, or was it a bit different from what Bhakti provides? Or was it suddenly that you would feel you will be getting married with Krishna and that was natural? Or was it something different? How did this beloved idea work for you in the beginning?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, even until now, because Baba's love for me. And even now, like I was sitting and wanted to really be immersed in Baba's love, takes so much power from Almighty that whatever is happening around us, sorrow, pains, settling, suffering, lot is happening. I think you all must have heard, but I mentioned in the morning that our beloved brother Karthik, he was only 44 years old and a scientist. Within few minutes, he left body. He went to see his mother in India and was calling his partner Sonia. She left for India just now to come. And I also told her to go, but because she had a lot of challenging issues whole year with her health. So she was not feeling strong, plus couldn't get the booking. And she was leaving and she called from airport. And he was the only son of parents. So just imagine what must be happening to them. And then she also is young and very good partners. And just imagine suddenly you're left. So I was really just my beloved Baba in his love just merged so much that I can give help, I can give support. And I was telling her, because definitely she was very, very lost and even trying to keep courage, but it's so suddenly. And so I was telling her in the flight, go with the song, thousands of angels are around me, and I will also be with her, with you. So I was just looking at Baba and say, Baba, whatever I'm saying, first thing is that I have to remain unaffected, not take anyone's sorrow. And even so many Baba's children were saying was very shocking, very shocking. I said, no, we cannot say these words shocking, because even it is shocking, but we cannot say it. So I'm just saying, and then in Toronto, one or two young person went through so much. They were in ICU. They all came out. But what I'm saying, everyone wants Akash. Immediately, anything happened, they call me because everyone said, let Sister Mohini know. And what I have to do is just, of course, hand over to Baba. But still, I have to remain in that state of mind so that they can get help. So I was really just beautifully immersed in Baba's love so that I can help, you know. And of course, as I mentioned, that I keep my intellect very busy so that seeing the problems, you know, whether in outside world or sometimes within the family, seeing all that, being part of that, what should be my attitude towards problems and still keep my spiritual journey properly. Fast effort maker, not only effort maker. So Baba is my beloved, no? Where else will I go? Will I go for my strength, my support, my comfort? Just in the arms of Baba, right? That's what I just keep myself now more and more remembrance, few minutes here, there, just kind of instead of, yeah, I understand the problem and then I don't think about it. I don't want to think. It's very recent. Before I used to have, you know, thoughts and I would say, what's the reason, how it happened, how to help them. And now I say, let me remember Baba so that Baba can help. So it's only you can go to your beloved, right? All the time. So
The
Baba
reason
is
I was the reason I was asking about how you experienced in the beginning was because it seems that there has a shift that needs to take place in our connection with God. We used to believe, many believe God is love. And they would say, yes, God is love, ocean of love. But when Baba describes this relationship of, you know, beloved in the Murlis, is very specific. He says, yes, I'm your companion, I'm your friend, but beloved is like one step higher. And, you know, for some of us, yeah, there was a little renunciation that we didn't get, you know, Lokik beloved. We came to Baba very young. And I used to complain sometimes to Baba. It says, you picked me up, I was very young. You didn't give me a chance to experience life. Why you picked me up so early? And then to experience Baba as the beloved, I know for me it was different. You know, you don't expect to have that relationship with God. So I was wondering if before Gyan, that was already a concept that was there, or was it new also for you when you were young?
Yeah, I always thought that I always felt that love is very important, but I did feel Baba's, like deeply within that, yes, beloved child, it's both ways. We can think lover, beloved in a different concept, but for me it was when Baba said, you are my beloved child, I said, yes, Baba, you are my beloved father, So it's not beloved could only be lover and beloved. It could be your beloved mother. It could be your beloved friend, which Baba is. And so I really kind of took it, felt it, and kept that beloved relationship with Baba as a beloved child. I always remind myself I am Baba's beloved child. That gives me a lot of comfort. I really feel very happy about that I am Baba's beloved child. So not only beloved, but beloved child. But also as a student, Baba loved me. So I was a beloved student. So word beloved can be used in any relationship, right?
That's very useful. I think tomorrow for the homework, it would be useful to explore applying beloved to different relationships, not just as a friend, a companion, lover, beloved. But sometimes Baba uses the expression, I'm the husband of all husbands. That has always been an intriguing mysterious concept. I never could imagine a husband with a husband, but I don't know what, so is it like an expansion of his love and he's beyond actually like normal relationships in a way?
All relationships with him. No, why Baba says it? Because the wife and husband's relationship is very, very, uh, long and true and all that. So I think he creates that kind of feeling that even whatever love or connection you have with your husband, but still I am husband of husband, and this way I think for many, many mothers, after certain time, it became a lot of support too. If they had any differences, if they had difficulties, if they have, a lot of things happen these days, but Baba as husband gave them lot of comfort too. So maybe I didn't use it much, but I think those who are married sisters, they must have used a lot. But even for brothers, when Baba says husband or bride of brides, maybe he should say. But it's deeply within that all love you were wanted to receive from different relationship. I am the one who can fulfill that relationship, and you can get that love. It's a kind of internal guarantee that if you are having relationship with only one, he says, yes, I will fulfill whatever is the need of the soul. Right?
We say that if we don't have a relationship with Baba, that relationship will pull us towards human beings. So if we don't experience Baba as our beloved in the sense of really couple or like very intimate, very loving, close relationship with the beloved, we may be pulled to have that relationship elsewhere. So what would be your advice in increasing that strong bond with Baba as my beloved? And yes, in a very spiritual way, because to see a point of light as my beloved is a little bit it's a little bit different. It's not very appealing sometimes to people to just be in love with a point of light. And even sometimes Baba say, as a point of light, you may not experience love. So you will have to go through the experience of Bab. What do you think we can do to increase that experience of beloved?
See, when you are thinking of relationship, a point of light in that relationship will not be only point of light, right? It's not just question of, yes, of course, Bab Dada, but uh, the manifestation of that relationship from that point, which has to be experienced. Like when I say, Baba, you are mother, then immediately I will remember how he is mother or how he is father. When he comes in Brahma Baba, he gave us knowledge and he takes care of us as a mother. So whatever is the fulfillment from that relationship, I don't necessarily think of point of light. I just say it's God, right? And so he can be in any form. He can appear in any form in the sense of whatever relationship I want to experience. So yeah, I don't know how more to describe, but I don't. I just find that just think of Baba in whatever relationship. Now in the Lokik world, there are some who miss companion, they keep companionship. Everyone has different. Like for me, I always thought that any relationship in the world I'm creating, there is a lot of expectations and a lot of fulfillment. And I won't be able to do if I am so much with Baba, right? One of the reason I didn't decide to get partnership because you have responsibility, then you have family, then okay, then your time, your energy, your attention should be there, which I know I can't do it. So that's why I don't want to, you know, take those responsibilities if I cannot fulfill. Even these days, there are some who are in Gyan, some before marriage, and they married, and they can't keep up, I have so many young ones, and when they have big difficulty, oh, I was in Gyan before marriage. Why did you marry? Both reasons, parents force, and then I also thought, and they cannot, and they are all professional sisters. So then I talk to their husbands, why don't you cooperate? It's purity. It's the only problem is purity, right? And they say, but we feel betrayed because they should have told us before that this is not the life I will live, then I would not have married. So I always try to see that they remain together as long as they can because they made that commitment while getting married. And they are very young, and so I and keep encouraging, but I know it doesn't last long. So what I'm saying that all those who had love for Baba and later on decided to be in relationship, very few get go on for a long time, any relationship. So that's why at least I feel why don't we keep to our commitment here at one place with Baba, and maybe it might take time, but Baba will fulfill your all, if it's emotions or if it's strength or any kind of support you are looking for. He will do that, you know. I mean, look at, we have such a big unlimited family. If you are in limited family, they won't let you be in that unlimited. And there could be jealousy, there could be competition, there could be. So we are free from everything and just being with Baba, you know. So I know that some people find it difficult, but if they can deal with that difficulty for a while by attaining from Baba and taking from big family, but then, you know, someone used to say as young person, whatever is your desire, do it. Let's say you do it mentally and then compare it. How will you manage? But if we just decide to do it and then we find it difficult. So there is always, it could be choice between difficulties, but finally you get victorious, right?
No, I think Baba mentioned so many times, you all passed in the subject of love, and then he takes us into other subjects, but he always says love, you all have love for Baba, you're all number one in your love for Baba. And at the same time, I don't know if I'm right, but I hear the other side of the coin. It says, when you have love for someone, you remember that one naturally.
Mhm.
And then he says, so why don't you remember me all the time if you say you have so much love? And I question sometimes if our love for Baba, I'm sure it is real, of course, but why is it that it's not taking us into remembrance naturally? Because that's what happens, with human beings. If you love them, you remember them. So I'm questioning sometimes, and I know sometimes people say, I have love for Baba, but I don't feel that love as much as I can feel love for my children or for other people, so they compare sometimes, which I know it's maybe not the best way. But what would you suggest for increasing the reality of love to such an extent that remembrance becomes natural?
Eternally, I always feel that one who doesn't want to experience sorrow because of attachment and unfulfillment of expectations and all that. Like for me, one of the thing in life I wanted to be happy. I didn't wanted to take sorrow. So I was little bit kind of detached, you know. I will love for everyone. I had a very beautiful family, two sisters, brother, parents, uncles, very, very extended, beautiful family. But I immediately, you know, one was of course calling from God that this life is for service to humanity. And that is love for Baba, but service to humanity, Baba's service. So some kind of that inner calling also helps us very much. And your question of that when there is love, there should be remembrance, right? but lot of karmic accounts right in between, which pulls your intellect. When we come to Baba, everyone says Baba, 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 and then lot of situations come, settling comes, and then intellect is not able to remember. But I think while passing through all that, our remembrance keep increasing, and time comes in the life that you really love remembrance, love because of love for Baba, but also if I'm instrument for Baba's task, Baba has to guide me, Baba has to help me to discern. So remembrance becomes not only love-based remembrance, but also being instrument, taking powers from Baba or creating power to discern. It becomes in a different level. But there is remembrance, right, in some kind or other. In the beginning, it's just love. But then as
Many,
instrument,
yeah, many come to Baba, yeah, and they say Baba, Baba, and then they say bye, bye, and then they say bye, bye, and then they disappear. So maybe they saw, I don't know if they saw cockroaches or something, or mice, or they must have seen something, and they say bye, bye, and we don't see them anymore. But how do you think we can
we don't
improve?
see, but they still remember Baba.
Yeah, they still remember. But how do you think we can improve our love for Baba? And how do we increase the experience of receiving Baba's love? So there is this bond of, being really the beloved.
Mm. Yeah, Baba loves us. We have to always remember Baba loves us. And, it's just we are so kind of sometimes caught up in very external physical things. And I think maybe, like Baba says, if you haven't finished bhakti, you will karmic accounts. So you keep wandering around, taking from here, taking from there, taking. But finally, you return to Baba, right? And keep remembering Baba. You look at the stories, so many souls have taken so many different paths, different relationships. But again, in their heart, they love Baba, they know this is the truth, and they know this is their aim of life. Surprisingly, it is in them all the time. But how long they take it is everyone's journey is different, right? So Baba loves us, and yeah, feel that love in what way you want to feel. Depends, right? How do I want to feel to be loved?
I know there's a beautiful feeling sometime. I remember being in Madhuban and being very in the front row, against the stage in like Om Shanti Bhavan and staring at Baba and just feeling, love pouring. And the only thing I was noting down on my notebook was not the points of the Murni. I was writing to myself for the next time I would be reading my notes. And I was saying, Eric, just remember Baba is love. And there's so much love. And then turn the page. Eric, do you remember Baba is just love? Never forget that. Because when Baba says, if you feel love, everything is so easy. Everything is so wonderful. So it's really amazing how we can be so, merged in that love. And yeah, maybe karmic accounts, or maybe a little something, a little spider or a little cockroach comes in, and that love is not felt anymore. And I hear someone said, for example, I try to sit and concentrate. I'm closing my eyes, trying to remember Baba, but the only thing I feel is my head is heavy. I have heaviness of some kind pricking in the forehead. So what will be the advice? So there's the desire to love, but the reality sometimes is just sorrow and pain. And so
It will be over soon.
it will be over soon. That's the best answer. I will send that by email. It
But
will be over.
also, yeah, but also some heaviness we are carrying, some of the things we are holding, so much we have stuff that empty that all, you know, so that you can feel the love. Because sometimes really emotions are affected by so many things and we are not able to clear them. We are not able to get rid of them. So I would just say that look at the subject of dharana a little bit, or, you know, try to see that how through dharana, what am I holding? Is it towards a person? Is it something I am disillusioned about myself or situation? You know, something is there which had to be cleared so that you can experience love for Baba. So take help, no, from instrument to understand how you can be light, and when you are light, you will feel Baba's love too.
Lovely. You know, there's a toli called Dilkush Toli. Is there one? Is there one called, I don't know, the toli that makes you feel love? Is there? You know, I know Valentine was on the 14th, but maybe there's a toli that is creating the speciality of not making the heart happy, but making the heart filled with love. You know, full with love.
We have Toli of heart Toli.
You see?
Yes, it's
All
a
right.
heart, and it's very simple to make. It's the cashews.
Mm.
So they have put color, food color, and make it pink and green. And they have a dye of heart. So they roll it and then put that and make it heart. It's very, very nutritious toli, and much not much oil or fried, but nutrition. You can make from any kind of nuts, but this is from cashews especially. So heart, everyone gets this heart from Baba. Heart toli, right? You were thinking of. See, Dil Khush is listening that, oh, we feel happy, is Dil Khush. But this will keep your heart very light and happy also. Yeah, take everyone this toli and be happy, because we have to be happy at this time, right? So
It
that
will
you
be
can.
useful. It will be useful for our homework tomorrow. So if traffic control doesn't give you love, try the toli.
हाँ, वो जवाब देना, उसको भेजो.
It's for you that when you hear sudden news or unexpected news, how do you react?
Yeah, this morning at 3:30, Bhumi Ben, when I woke up, generally sometimes I have to help her to turn on the Zoom at 3:30, and she said it. I said, what? Because Karthik went to help the mother, and she said Karthik left party. I said, what? For herself also at 12:30 when she got called, she was so what? Because you could, but I don't had any. Honestly, I was thinking more of the families, for parents and Sonia and even Sonia's family. For me, I immediately say it's between soul and God. It's her part. It's that soul's part. So, and that whole day I keep sharing Mary Brown. It was shocking. I said, no, we cannot say these words. It took me a few minutes, and then I said, oh, now Baba wants scientists in the advanced party, because scientists also have to help Baba in establishment of golden age. And then I realized that we cannot call this, even if it's sudden, and people will say it's karmic account, but it was two things: call of Baba, and the part has to change. Whenever I offered book in Madhuban or here for souls, Baba always says, why do you all remember the physical circumstances of the soul? That soul doesn't remember that, and you all keep saying, this one was short, this is an accident, this fell, and so you keep remembering that seed. But you should think of the soul, that like maybe soul was prepared and soul didn't feel anything. what you all are keeping and feeling very bad about. And it's few years ago, Baba had explained me. And after that, I don't think of how person left body yet. I instantly just remembered Baba. And then I had these two thoughts. One is, it was call from Baba. Even it looks very, doesn't look justified too for the family or Sonia also, because she was so, it was very difficult for her. But these are no reasons, in the sense of, so whenever I hear the news, any kind of, this is the question just somebody is asking, how do I feel when I get news like this? I instantly start giving like love and pure feelings and Baba's love, which people call Sakash. Because as I mentioned that, why I'm telling maybe that one young person in Toronto, other one within 2 days had some challenging time. It's like 1 second, how can this happen? But then it happened, it's drama, right? So using knowledge, remembrance, then keep giving. Immediately you start giving because that's they are waiting for, right? And it helps them. It definitely helps them. So I must say that even my brother, Lokik brother, left body. So they were calling since midnight, and we didn't answer. But as soon as he woke up in the morning, I was in Peace Village, and they say your brother left body. I just created an image of angel. Now he will be angel with me. Very loving person, and he had a thought or desire, and anyway. So even when I was little bit surprised that I didn't have even a one thought of sorrow. And I said, okay, we will be together. You will be as angel. Later on, I start thinking, oh, I will miss him because he was so sweet and he was so kind. But okay, we will be together as spirits, as holy angels together. So I changed my feeling towards them, keep them with me. If I think of him, I don't say I have attachment. I say, okay, angel, we are okay, you are okay, I am also doing well. So I say hello to them in a different form. So I'm not suppressing my feelings also, but I'm expressing in a very different way. So I use some of these methods so that I'm able to tell Baba I'm okay, right?
And these are very precious thoughts because we will all be put to the test. Everyone has to face the loss of someone that we love. And it seems like from hearing from you, it's sometimes talking to the soul who left the body with a very light and heart, loving heart, and lots of freedom seems to allow us to not go into sorrow or any other thought that would be ordinary.
And also, like, there is someone was crying so much, so much. And in India, they always say, let people cry if they are crying, because then they will, if they hold their emotions and not cry, it's not good, because later on it might be. So I said, don't mind someone crying, it's all right. And as soon as you say it, that soul gets some strength and stop crying. So, but I sympathize in the sense of I can imagine what they must be going through when it happens to them. That also helps, So I'm not denying that it's difficult, but also on the other side, instantly, what we could do now. We have to think, right? And I dealt with one situations. We all were coming from peaceful age, and there was a big accident of Brahmins. So traffic was jammed. Finally, we reached, and I saw this helicopter and dead body, white sheet, police. It took me a few seconds, and they said, "Oh, are you the chief? We are waiting for you." tell us now what is next. I said, what do you want? Let your people go. It's big crowd of Brahmins were there. And then I said, what's next? And okay, I told Kalaman, go with the, with the family and the police. I said, you did what you had to do. You also go. So within few seconds, I gave everyone direction what to do. And later on in the car, I'm thinking, I said, God and destiny, you can't do anything. And I went to the funeral of that mother 2 days after. No one was in Gyan, only she. I said, I cannot say anything, but it's God and destiny, because this mother wanted to go to Madhuban, couldn't, came to Peace Village, and then left body. So I said she had only one desire that got fulfilled. So then she left. If that was not fulfilled, she would have left maybe. So sometimes like Baba helps or whatever, but yeah, if you have a minute, I tell you, Dadi Janki, there was a big program of kings and queens in Madhuban, Maharajas. So one of the queen, which is very near Abu Road, she got like pain in the heart and she collapsed. And so Dadi Janki saying, we are upstairs in a conference and downstairs there is a dead body of a queen. And, she was saying that how Baba helped us. And of course, their family came and all that, because there are like extreme situations sometimes.
Well, that's a nice dramatic way to conclude a nice little chit chat. So maybe on a very light note, I would say to everyone, if I leave the body unexpectedly, just be very happy for me, because I'll probably be finally able to play tennis with Brahma Baba in a subtle region. So if I'm not in my body, just say, good, he's finally able to play tennis with Baba in the subtle region. And for the Bog message, you will come back and you say, today I offered Bog and special love for this brother, but he was playing tennis with Baba. So it'll be a very happy ending. Anyway, yes, thank you for sharing. I know these are very precious thoughts, because we see this time speaking and souls living. So I know we can all sit in Baba's remembrance now with quite a very beautiful thoughts in our mind, and we know how to talk to the souls and accompany them also in the journey. So thanks for sharing, Mohini Didi. Really, really touching, very touching.
Okay, thank you.
And thanks for the Toli. I'll use the Toli tomorrow to create more love for Baba.